Okay, so once again I'm repeating, when we are talking about our short-term goals, we have got a job. Now we are talking about vertical growth, that is, I want to get promotion or I want to have a better salary. I want or I am planning for an increment in my salary. How to achieve this goal? The most important thing to achieve this goal is to become domain efficient. Once again, I'm repeating, what do I mean by domain efficient? Whatever is your basic requirement for which you've been hired, you have to perform the best in that. You have to be the best in that. If you are not good in that, as I gave you an example of a marketing representative, a person who's working as a marketing executive, he may be very smart, he may be very punctual, he may be attending the office every day, he may be very friendly, he may be wearing very good dresses, he may be very polite, everything is good. But if he's not achieving his target, his efforts are wasted. He will not be acknowledged. His other qualities will not be achieved. It will not be registered in the employer's mind. Exactly. Now you can correlate with whatever is your domain. If you are a software engineer, if there is a task given to you, you have to make sure that you achieve that task in time. What I mean by efficient is time, quality, and quantity. So if you feel there are many people who get confused, even I get confused sometimes, and I got confused many a times, I felt, you know what, I have a very good communication skills. I have so many ideas with me. I have such a good team spirit. I work in the team. I respect everyone. I listen to my managers. But if I am not able to achieve these things, please concentrate over here. My domain efficiency for what I am hired. If I'm not able to complete my work on time, if I'm not able to complete my work with a proper quality, if I'm not able to work and complete my work with a proper quantity, I am sorry, friends, you will not achieve your short-term goals. Is that very clear to all of us?
Yes, sir.
You will not get a vertical growth. Now I'm talking about horizontal growth. In an organization, there are many ways. If you are a good person in terms of your domain efficiency and you have other qualities which you are displaying, the organization would like you to become a part of the organization in other departments. There is a trend nowadays, a person who's been hired into operation is sometimes given an opportunity to handle maybe the HR department or maybe the support department or maybe the finance department, depending on his ability. So that's what exactly we are talking about, the short-term goals. When we are in a position, we have achieved our priority goal, the time-bound goal. Now we focus on the short-term goal. So do you have any questions about these points which we have discussed, the priority or the time-bound goals and the short-term goals? Anybody, any questions, please?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, how to choose good organization?
How to choose a good organization? Okay.
Why? Because everything is okay. That
Uh-huh.
HR people, management, they are having some politicals or something. How do we grow?
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, there is a very funny answer to it, but can anybody answer this question? He's asking how to choose the right organization, how to find out the right organization. Anyone? The question is how to find out the right
perspectives are
organization.
different, right?
I'm sorry?
The perspectives which he considered is different, right?
I'm not very sure. Let's take this question in general. Whatever is maybe, how do I find the right organization?
Not right, not good, sir. Good.
Good
Means
organization.
the popular one, he is asking about the multinational company.
Are you listening to this, Murli? Manjusha is saying, do you mean by a big organization, a multinational organization, a very famous organization? How do you find that out?
What does mean by good organization? Okay.
Okay, all right. Now, let me share a very small joke to you. Okay?
Yeah.
For, if I say, okay, let's not share a different joke. Now, there is a small advertisement coming in the on the television nowadays. I'm not very sure people in United States have watching Indian channel. Now, there is an advertisement of a four-wheeler, right?
Mm-hmm.
The father is talking to the cricket coach. Father is talking to the cricket coach, and the father is requesting the cricket coach, you know what, make my son a very good batsman, make my son a very good bowler, make my son a very good fielder, make him a very good wicket keeper and everything. And then he finally says, oh, you know what, sir, don't forget, make my son a very good cheerleader dancer also. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is saying, I want everything. So suddenly the coach says, I am a coach. I am not, that vehicle's name I'm not getting. Maruti is doing that advertisement. The vehicle has all the features in it. Right. Now, if I tell you that your communication skills will improve, please drink a glass of milk every day and have a banana. Your communication skills will increase or improve. How many of you all agree to this?
Sir, how, sir?
I don't agree.
So Manjusha does not agree. Murli is asking how, sir. Yes, you should have a cup of milk and one banana. Your communication skills will increase or improve. Manjusha, do you agree? You said you don't agree.
Get energy. That means you'll get energy and talk to people more.
Okay. Anybody else agrees or disagrees to this prescription I'm giving you? If you want to improve your communication skills, have a cup of milk and a banana every day in the night. Does it make any sense?
In the night, you said?
Okay, Manjusha has also fallen in the trap. Good. Anybody agrees to this? Okay, fine. See, it's a joke. I just wanted to relax. This is something which is illogical. This is an illogical prescription. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if you want to dig, if you want to take out a result out of it, as Manjusha said, yes, you will get a lot of energy, and you keep on talking and talking and talking, you will get a lot of energy. Again, keep on talking and talking, automatically your communication skills will improve. Absolutely right. And to answer your question, Murli, there is no fixed rule to identify 100% correctly whether this organization is a good organization. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? How did I connect?
Sir, okay.
Okay. There is no fixed rule.
Yes.
If Microsoft was the best organization, there would have been no other company at all. Microsoft would have been in everything, manufacturing aeroplanes, manufacturing trucks, cars, you name it, they would have done it. Google, if it was the best organization, they would have manufactured everything. There would not have been any other organization on this earth. So, the size of the organization, the popularity of the organization, the size, popularity, the kind of payments they give or salaries they give are not the criteria to identify or define whether this organization is a good organization or a bad organization. This is a part of your answer to your question, Murali. Then how to find out? That's wherein I said the first point wherein I mentioned over here when we discussed the time-bound priority goals. Till when should I find the right job? Till when should I prepare for the job? You should not wait forever. Jump. Start. You cannot find out whether this organization is a good organization. Please try to understand. Don't relate or don't try to find out whether this organization is good for others. Try to find out whether this organization is good for me. Is it that I am able to fit myself in that particular organization? And there is no fixed rule of drinking milk and banana. Okay, all right. Francis Sir said, drink milk and eat banana, your communication skills will increase, your communication skills will improve. Okay, now what I'll do is that I will do a headstand. Headstand in the sense, stand on my head and search the Google for the right company. I will get the right company. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? I will stand on my head and then do a Google search or search for the right company. I will get the right company. Does it make sense?
No.
It does not make sense. So what I'm trying to say is that to find out the right company, there is no fixed rules. You have to attempt. Keep on attempting. And one very important thing, Murli, very good, you've asked this question for all of us. This will be related to your short-term goals. This will be related to your short-term goals. People I have highlighted over there the short-term goals. Is everyone able to see that? When you join an organization, as Murli is thinking, now I also have informed you that after you join the organization, slowly you will come to know whether this organization is good or not good. Now please do not make a conclusion about the organization, whether this organization is good for you, whether this organization is not good for you, whether you should leave this organization, whether you should not leave this organization, unless you have done this portion, your domain efficiency. Please try to understand. I am giving you a live example about myself, and there are many people, even some people who are joined with us, who are there online with us in this training, who are working. They will acknowledge, they will agree to this. Many a times we feel all my co-workers, I am the smartest, I am the best, I have a very good communication skills, I have a lot of knowledge, I have so many ideas, but my manager, my organization is not acknowledging me, is not appreciating me. What happens today? I could not complete my work. It was just a little bit I missed. It was a little bit late. Full stop. Stop there. You do not have the right to make a judgment unless you are performing the duties for which you've been paid for. Is everyone understanding this very clearly? If you do not understand this very clearly, you will not be achieving your goals, your professional goals. Please try to understand this.
Okay.
Murali, are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You are asking me how to find out the right organization. First step to find out whether this organization is good or not, if you have already got a job, make sure that you perform your domain related activities or work perfectly. Automatically you will come to know whether you are in the right organization or not. And as far as the first point of yours is concerned, before I get a job, how to find out the right organization, there is no fixed rules. Sorry. You have to start attempting. Start attending jobs. And for that matter, I would say don't even hesitate. If you are getting confused, I don't know whether this job is the right job. I am getting confused whether this company is the right company. If you have time, that's the reason I said the first point which I said, time bound. Time bound. The first point which I mentioned, time bound. It is time related. You need to ensure that you get your job, the first job, within a certain period of time. You cannot wait for the best company to come. You cannot wait to first get a report which company is the best company, then I will join. You cannot wait. You need to balance very efficiently. I should get the right job, but I should not wait forever and ever. So what will happen? The right job will come, but because you have waited, you will become a wrong person for that right job. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because there is a very important question the HR will ask for people, those who have not got the job, or sometimes people take a break, have a gap in between. The HR will always ask this question: what did you do in these few months or few years? If a person has not yet got a job, the HR will ask you a question: have you attended any job interviews? So if you feel, you tell him, no sir, I was waiting for your organization only. He will say, he will tell you, please continue waiting. We don't want you.
Yeah.
You cannot give this answer. If the HR is asking you, have you attended any job interviews before? You say, no sir, I have not attended any job interviews. I was waiting for the right job. Sorry. He is picking you up and placing you in his organization, and he will imagine that if I take this person in my organization, while working also, he will not perform till there is a pressure, till there is a target. He will analyze you that way. So please start attempting. Start going for the interviews. Don't wait for the perfect job. You will slowly understand how to find out which organization is the best organization for you, not for others. There may be many friends of yours who are working in some organization. They will tell you, you know what, that organization I'm working is the best organization. And then you start dreaming. I will just jump over here. Let us go to the last point. Go to the last point onto that list. Go to that last point. The last point over there. Ego, desire, and unplanned goals. This we should be very careful. I have jumped from the first point, second point to the last point. My friend is working in an organization. My friend is an air hostess, and I also want to become an air hostess. Full stop. My friend is a software engineer. He is working in an organization. He's getting a lot of salary. He's happy and this and that. Please hold your horses. My friend or my uncle is a doctor, and I also want to become a doctor. Good thinking. But please ensure your goals should not be related to your ego. Your goals should be related to your ambition, not to your desire. The second point in the last point. Your goals, when you are planning to achieve your professional goals, it should not be driven by your ego. Okay, I know he was my batchmate in my school. What if he has become a software engineer? I will also make myself a software engineer. Let me make a realistic example. Most of the parents do this. Okay, my brother's son is a doctor, so my son also should become a doctor. This is ego-driven goals. Please hold on. Please hold on. My friend, my colleague or my schoolmate, I had always a competition with him, and he has become a interior designer. Well, I will also become an interior designer and show him. Please hold on. Do not get ego in your professional goal planning. Desire. Please ensure that you do not plan your professional goals by your desire. Plan your professional goals as an ambition. It should become your ambition. Desire. Now let me give you a small example. Desire. Desire is that something wherein I desire to climb Mount Everest, but it should not be a desire-driven goal. I should plan. Is it necessary for me to climb the Mount Everest? What is the reason I want to climb the Mount Everest? What will I get if I climb the Mount Everest? Is it my profession? You need to have a multiple level of thinking and planning. And finally, as I said, if you go or plan your professional goals in an unplanned way, if you define your professional goals unplanned way, again, you will meet disaster. Same example as I was saying, if you do all these things, like for example, as I said, my friend is working in Google. He is very happy. And now I have decided if I want a job, I will go and work only in Google. Sometimes after attending these sessions, the workshop which I have given, they partially follow this rule. Okay, sir said time bound, so I will make sure that I will get my first job, get on rolling, but inside that ego, unplanned ego or unplanned thing is there. Finally, I have to get a job in Google only. Yes, you have to get a job in Google, but please remove that part only. Keep yourself open. Keep the options open. Is this last point clear to all of y'all? Is everyone understanding what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Please respond.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go to the next topic, which is long-term goal. I have got a job. I have got a proper increment in my salaries. I also have got a vertical growth. I joined as an operation manager and I became a director, and then a horizontal growth also has happened. I have served as an assistant vice president in the HR department of my organization. So everything has happened for me. I have got everything. My priority goals have been achieved. My short-term goals have been achieved. Now my long-term goals. Leadership. If I am in an organization, now the organization should start looking at me with respect. Should start looking at me as a person with solutions. Anything, any problem, people should walk to me. That is what I'm calling as leadership. And I should be able to create leaders like me. That is my long-term goal. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Now, once again, please try to understand over here. At this point also, when I'm talking, we have achieved our priority goals. We have achieved our short-term goals. Now we are talking about the long-term goals. The rule remains the same. What is the first rule I mentioned? Can anybody tell me what is the rule to achieve your goals? What is the rule? I had said I did not write it, but I'm writing now. Rules to achieve your goals, your professional goals. Can somebody remember this? The first rule is no what?
Shortcut.
No shortcut. No shortcut. Full stop. There is no shortcut in achieving your goals at any level. Whether you have achieved your priority goals, whether you have achieved your short-term goals, you are looking to achieve your long-term goals, there is no shortcut. You have to work hard. The thing which we discussed yesterday, you have to work, work, work. Second thing is that I have already mentioned over here, domain efficiency. At every level, you will come across that your domain responsibilities are changed. So make sure that you are domain efficient. Whatever is the responsibility given to you, you should be achieving that responsibility. Make sure that you achieve it in time, you achieve it with the proper quality and the proper quantity. So these are the basic, most important rules to achieve your professional goal. Any questions, any doubts over here? Any questions, any doubts? Okay, now let's continue talking about the long-term goal. As I mentioned, people would want to now get recognition. People would want to have a lot of respect from others, and your goal as a leader is now to create leaders. People should remember you. People should get registered. You should get registered in their mind. You should become their role model, right? You should become their role model. That is one of a very important professional goal which we should try to achieve. Okay. From here, we go to a little bit different dimension. We have achieved our professional goal. Till here, the long-term goal which we are talking. Now, a new terminology is coming up. New goal and forced goals. Okay? New goals and forced goals. Now, this, as I said, is a little bit change in dimension or a change of angle. I'm viewing in a different angle. This is now slowly getting towards becoming an entrepreneur or starting your business. Of course, new goals can be achieved if you are doing a job also. Forced goals also will come into picture if you are doing your job in any organization. But mostly, these two activities or these two goals are with reference to business or when you are an entrepreneur. Are you understanding this point? I will discuss this in detail, but are you understanding what I mean to say by an entrepreneur or a business-related person? Okay. Is everyone with me?
Yes.
Okay, very good.